Have you ever wondered what people are really thinking? You see them every day, interact with them, but their true feelings remain a mystery. It's about body language, those subtle cues, those little signals that tell the real story. And once you learn how to read those signs, you unlock a whole new level of understanding human behavior. Today, we're diving into 15 ways to read someone effectively. Get ready to be amazed. Let's start with the eyes. When someone maintains good eye contact, it usually means they're interested and paying attention. They're engaged in what you're saying, and they're connecting with you on a deeper level. If someone avoids eye contact, it could be a sign of discomfort. They might be nervous, shy, or even trying to hide something. Always consider the whole picture before jumping to conclusions. You know what they say, a smile can hide 1,000 secrets. A genuine smile reaches the eyes, creating those little crinkles we call crow's feet. It's a sign of true happiness and warmth. But a fake smile? It's all in the lips. It's forced, tight, and it doesn't quite reach the eyes. Pay close attention to those smiles, folks. They speak volumes about what's really going on inside. You can tell a lot about a person by the way they hold themselves. Someone with an open and relaxed posture, arms uncrossed, shoulders back, head held high, that's a sign of confidence. They're comfortable, approachable, and ready to engage. But if someone's posture is closed off, shoulders slumped, arms crossed, head down, that's a different story. Body language is a powerful tool, and it can reveal a lot about a person's emotional state. Now, have you ever noticed how people tend to subtly mimic each other's body language when they're comfortable and connected? It's called mirroring. When you see two people mirroring each other's posture, gestures, even their tone of voice, it's a sign that they're on the same wavelength. They're in sync and they're building rapport without even realizing it. Mirroring happens subconsciously when we feel a sense of trust and connection with someone. Now let's talk about those hands. Our hands are incredibly expressive and they can convey a lot of information during a conversation. Open palms, for example, are often associated with honesty and openness. Clenched fists can signal anger, frustration, or even a lack of control. Finger pointing can come across as aggressive or accusatory. The way we use our hands can either enhance or detract from our message. So, it's important to be mindful of our hand gestures and use them effectively. You know, it's not always what you say, but how you say it. Our tone of voice can reveal a lot about our underlying emotions. A high-pitched, shaky voice can indicate nervousness or excitement, while a low, monotone voice might suggest boredom or disinterest. Sarcasm changes the meaning of our words. Pay attention to those subtle shifts in pitch, volume, and pace. The way we speak can either build bridges or create walls in our relationships. Here's a little secret about our eyes. They can actually reveal our level of interest or disengagement. When we're attracted to someone or something, our pupils dilate, they get bigger. When we're bored, disinterested, or even repulsed, our pupils constrict, they get smaller. Next time you're talking to someone, take a quick peek at their pupils. They might just reveal more than you think. When people start touching their face or neck excessively, it can be a sign of stress, anxiety, or even deception. They might rub their forehead, touch their nose, or tug at their earlobe. These are self-soothing gestures we do unconsciously when we're feeling uncomfortable or trying to mask our true emotions. Body language is all about context. Did you know that even our feet can give away our true feelings? Pay attention to the direction of someone's feet during a conversation. If their feet are pointing towards you, it's a sign that they're engaged and interested in what you have to say. But if their feet are pointed towards the door, they might be thinking about making a quick exit. We all have our own personal space bubble, and it's important to be mindful of that when interacting with others. Standing too close to someone can make them feel uncomfortable or even threatened, while standing too far away can signal disinterest or aloofness. The key is to find that sweet spot, that comfortable distance where both people feel at ease. Personal space can vary depending on culture, personality, and the nature of the relationship. Pay attention to those subtle cues and adjust your distance accordingly. Now let's talk about micro-expressions. These are brief, involuntary facial expressions that flash across our faces in a fraction of a second. They're like tiny leaks of emotion that we can't control, no matter how hard we try. Micro-expressions can reveal a wide range of emotions, from happiness and surprise to anger, fear, and disgust. They're often a more accurate indicator of a person's true feelings than their words or conscious expressions. Learning to spot micro-expressions takes practice, but it can be an invaluable tool for understanding what's really going on beneath the surface. When people are feeling stressed, anxious, or uncomfortable, they often engage in self-soothing gestures. They might rub their hands together, play with their hair, or touch their face. These gestures are a way of releasing nervous energy and trying to regain a sense of calm and control. Everyone has their own unique set of self-soothing gestures, but some common ones include nail biting, fidgeting, and leg shaking. Pay attention to these subtle cues, as they can provide valuable insights into a person's emotional state. The way we cross our legs can actually reveal a lot about our comfort level and emotional state. Crossing our legs towards someone can be a sign of trust and connection, while crossing our legs away from someone might indicate discomfort or disinterest. The classic ankle lock, where someone crosses their legs and then wraps their feet around their chair legs, can be a sign of anxiety, insecurity, or even a desire to escape the situation. Next time you're observing a conversation, take a look at those legs. Believe it or not, even our breathing patterns can provide clues about our emotional state. When we're stressed, anxious, or afraid, our breathing tends to become shallow and rapid. When we're relaxed, calm, and at ease, our breathing slows down and deepens. Pay attention to the rise and fall of someone's chest as they breathe. Reading people is not about focusing on just one single cue. It's about looking at the big picture, the overall consistency of their verbal and nonverbal communication. When someone's words, tone of voice, and body language are all aligned, it's a good sign that they're being genuine and authentic. Trust your gut, folks. If something feels off, it probably is. Now let's talk about those who make a living out of deception, chronic liars. These folks are masters of disguise, but there are some telltale signs that can give them away. Chronic liars often maintain excessive eye contact, almost as if they're trying to convince you of their lies. They might also use a lot of hand gestures that seem rehearsed or unnatural. And their stories? Well, they're often full of inconsistencies and contradictions. Remember, folks, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Or in this case, a liar. Manipulators are masters of persuasion, and they use a variety of tactics to get what they want. They might try to guilt you into doing something, play the victim, or make you feel obligated to help them. They often use flattery and charm to disarm you and make you more susceptible to their requests. If someone is constantly trying to control you or make you feel bad about yourself, it's time to walk away. Narcissists, oh boy, they're a whole other breed. These folks are all about themselves, and their body language reflects that. They often have an exaggerated sense of self-importance and a constant need for admiration. They might dominate conversations, interrupt others, and steer the topic back to themselves. Their body language? It's all about attention-seeking. They might stand with their chest puffed out, arms akimbo, as if they're trying to take up as much space as possible. Aggressive personalities can be intimidating, to say the least. They often have a short fuse and a tendency to lash out verbally or even physically. Their body language is often confrontational, with clenched fists, a rigid posture, and a piercing stare. They might invade your personal space, stand too close for comfort, and use threatening gestures. If you encounter someone with an aggressive personality, it's important to stay calm, avoid eye contact, and try to de-escalate the situation. We all know those people who just seem to suck the energy out of the room. Overly negative individuals are like emotional vampires, constantly complaining, criticizing, and focusing on the bad in every situation. Their body language reflects their negativity, with slumped shoulders, a frown, and a general air of pessimism. They might sigh dramatically, roll their eyes, or make sarcastic comments. Negativity is contagious. If you find yourself around an overly negative individual, try to limit your exposure and protect your own emotional well-being. So, there you have it, folks. 15 Secrets to Reading People Like a Pro. Now that you know these signs, how will you use them in your next interaction? Will you be able to spot the liar, the manipulator, or the narcissist? Practice makes perfect. Observe their body language, listen to their tone of voice, and trust your gut. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. Until next time, folks, stay curious.